everyone, my name is Vincent, the host for the second IGA talk show. If this is the first time you are watching IGA talk show, you might want to also watch our very first talk show topic on mask and hand hygiene. Since circuit breaker till today, delivery people have been bringing meals, groceries, gadgets, bubble teas, and many more to my home. And I believe this is also true to some of our viewers out there, that this is a new norm, which incidentally brings us to the topic of our talk show today, online shopping. So what do we mean by online shopping? It is a transaction that involves ordering online, payment by credit cards or bank transfers, and receiving of items at a location convenient to you. Joining us today are Friends of IGA, Alice and Cheng, who will be sharing with us what got them started with online purchases and the juicy experiences they encountered for our learning. And also Kalene, who is our expert in spending her time and money in online purchases. To start us off, may I invite Alice and Cheng to share with us a little about themselves, starting with Alice. Alice, please.
Hello everyone, I'm Alice So in the education sector. I have been doing online shopping for many years. Basically, two factors that keep me going are product and price. Product as in online shopping that enables awareness of many new products, items in the market, and pricing as in some savings on online shopping.
Well, thank you, Alice. You want to hear more about your stories in a short while too. Cheng, how about you? How about yourself?
Hi, I'm in the renovation industry, so I'm hesitant to shop online because I see what happened to my customer orders. At times when their orders arrive from overseas, it's either wrong products or wrong parts or wrong design, wrong model, wrong size. And then after all these issues, they have to feedback to the supplier and then get replacement. But then all this will cause delay in the renovation project. So in the end, the customer will get the local replacement.
Well, that's one of the good ways for all of us to start in a certain way. Well, now over to Kalene, who to share a little about herself and the reason for this talk show. Kalene, please.
Hi everyone, my name is Kalene. I'm with the Institute of Geriatrics and Active Aging under Tan Tock Seng Hospital. So we thank Vincent, Alice and Cheng who's joining us, and we welcome all of you in listening to our talk show today on online shopping. So other than being described by Vincent as an expert in online shopping, I have to admit I love online shopping because of its convenience, but I think more importantly, having trained in gerontology, which is essentially the study of aging, we at IGA are not only interested in looking after our seniors in the medical and clinical aspect of their aging journey, but we are actually also very interested to look after and care for them in the psychological, the social, financial way. And online shopping is a very pertinent topic, especially with COVID-19 and the circuit breaker, because we hear from our senior friends that they started online shopping. Some of them, they have positive experiences, others less so. And another group is also like Cheng, who are actually hesitant, and they have valid concerns about starting shopping online because of scams that are so pertinent. So over at IGA with this video, we really want to help our seniors on this learning journey together to see how we can support them if they are interested to find out more about online shopping. Yes.
All right, thank you, Kalene. And I believe today's talk show basically information will be very educational for all of us. And to guide our viewers in today's conversation, we have framed the talk show into 3 simple segments, as seen on the screen with the tabs above, namely before buying, when buying, and finally after buying. So before going into the purchase online sharing that we have, there is, for every one of us, there's always a trigger point or motivation to make one to go into online shopping. Like for myself, wanting to have exercise mats during circuit breaker period where it is impossible to buy in retail. So end up I buy online. And boy, am I glad that I bought it, because I've been exercising at home during circuit breaker, and now I'm fit, healthy, and in good shape. So Alice and Cheng, is there a story that makes you go into buying items online? Alice, would you like to share with us?
Yes, I started on my grocery shopping due to my maid's issues. Firstly, we have communication barrier. Often I have to draw pictures, I even show her food chart, but yet she can still end up buying the wrong stuff. Secondly, she often says that she drops the marketing money, but I prefer to give her the benefit of doubt. But when it happens again and again, I need another option to resolve. And I happen to lunch with a friend who shares with me her online grocery shopping. With the recommendation voucher of $10, I started my first online marketing.
Okay, that's good. Oh, I didn't know that, basically you draw for your domestic helper to go and buy. I'm glad my wife didn't do that to me. I always buy the wrong vegetables too. Well, but thankfully now for online grocery shopping, she does grocery shopping online too. Well, next, how about you, Cheng?
During this lockdown period, I can't go out shopping. So my neighbors, my friends, they jail me to try the Facebook Live. And then when I tried with them, it's quite hassle-free. And then it's quite safe. Payment is quite easy, quite direct. So I will continue to shop online.
Okay, that's great. Great to hear that, Cheng. But maybe from Kalene, I'd like to share with us, what are some, advisory or something that we can look out for before we do any purchases?
Sure. So actually, during buying itself, I think first of all, like what Alice and Cheng shared, right, is to them it's kind of straightforward, and there's referral, recommendation fees, so on and so forth, right? So other than the motivation, the savings part, I think we also look at savings in terms of special sales, discount codes, credit card promotions, and there's sites, there's cashback sites like Shopback and Fave that are reputable to increase your savings if you want to. And in the actual buying itself, of course, I think we need to remember that if we are new to it, especially to buy from recommended trusted sites, and preferably local sites to start off with. So for instance, like groceries, there are trusted brands around like FairPrice Online, Cold Storage Online, Red Mart. And for food delivery, of course, a number of us, we are familiar with GrabFood, Foodpanda, Deliveroo. And incidentally, GrabFood and Foodpanda, they also have their marts and grocery services now. And common marketplaces will be where, there's a lot of different products, different sellers that maybe you need to be more aware of. But commonly used marketplaces locally include Q10, Shopee, Lazada,
Wow, that's really a lot of places that we can actually do our online shopping. Well, thank you, ladies. But the way Kalene shared so many places, it makes me feel like as though I'm cooking. All my ingredients are ready, ready to cook. But in the same way, even before I cook, I'm sometimes worried about the end result. Like whether the taste be good or whether it's well cooked or cooked properly. So for online shopping, while you're in the midst of buying, are there any concerns that come across to your mind? Maybe Cheng would like to share. Do you have any concerns that come to your mind when you buy online?
I only worried that if I use my credit card, will there be scam? Like I hear a lot of people say there are a lot of purchases, their cards are being charged with purchases is not done by them. So that is my worry.
Oh, okay. That's a valid concern too. Yeah. How about Alice? How about yourself, Alice?
My only concern is that I pay, but I don't get my product.
That's always the feel, right? You pay for nothing, they say. Are there any advice to address these concerns?
Definitely. So I think I want to thank Alice and Cheng for sharing very valid concerns with us and our viewers. So one of the ways to protect ourselves or look out for when we buy it online is actually to start small first. For instance, like, with regards to Alice's concern, right, about the item not arriving, we can start small first to ensure that, at least if it's a few dollars item, we don't feel that hard pinched so badly as compared to a large ticket item. Then of course, another method is to try buying from local trusted sites first. At least, it's nearer proximity. We are better able to get the support we require. And Other ways include, of course, checking for reviews and seller ratings first. You know, like usually you see the star, how many number of stars, right? So at least that gives us more confidence when we buy online. And to address Cheng's concern, right, about payment issues, I think one of the main things we need to look out for when we shop online is to ensure that the payment gateway is secured. So if you see the lock, you know, usually at the website, you can see that it's a secure payment gateway. You can actually click on it to find out further information about the gateway as well. Then I think in terms of credit card purchases, right, of course we can set alerts for our credit card transactions. So for myself, I'm actually quite kiasu. I will set as long as the lowest threshold available by my bank. So at least even if it's a 1 cent, $1, I'm still aware of my transactions. Yeah. Then finally, I think importantly, do not share your OTP, the one-time password, with anyone. So for instance, you know, when we shop online, we always, and we use our credit card, we always have like one-time PIN that is given by the bank. So please remember, do not share that with anyone. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Kalene. Well, truly, when it comes to online shopping, it is so easy. However, we realize that there are so many things to take note of, and it is important for us to really take note of it, to really safeguard ourselves, as well as a way to enjoy online shopping. Well, using the same cooking dish analogy I've done just now, it is time now, after I've cooked it, you know, it's for my guests to eat it. So for purchasing items online, are there any stories, you know, that things you purchase don't turn out to be expected, or any stories that far exceeds your expectations? Alice, what about you? Can you share, please?
Yeah, I have two incidents to share, experiences. One, the hilarious pajamas. I actually ordered a adult pajamas for my daughter. So when the parcel arrived, I asked her to put on and show me. So from her bedroom, she was shouting, "Mom, how to put on?" And I was like, "Just wear it and come out." So she came out and the pajamas is on her head. It's a child-sized pajamas. Then I realized that, you know, when the vendors sell, they put the item so near to the camera, you see it is enlarged. So it is called the hilarious pajamas. The other item I ordered is actually the mosquito lamp. It's a mosquito lamp, but it promised you the purple light that will trap the mosquito. I call it Where's the Mosey. When it comes, I cannot see the purple light. I use it for 6 months. I cannot find one single mosey in the trap. So that is bad.
Okay. Oh, so I wonder, is it the purple light or the equipment that traps the mosquito, not the purple light properly? Never mind. Anyway, how about Cheng? Any story from you, Cheng?
The only thing I can think of is when my daughter ordered a dinner from the cafe for 6 packs. But then when the delivery comes, it's only for 5 packs. So there's one set missing. So we called the cafe, and then they offered to replace the item, but we have to wait for the hour, or they will refund us. So in the end, we choose the option for refund. So so we share the meal at the end.
Oh, so not too bad, there's still a refund and then you share the meal. Well, coming on that, I also had a good experience to talk about food, you know. Is that I ordered fast food, it was delivered wrongly. The items are not the same as what we ordered. We called them, and and they came in a short while within 30 minutes, but during the 30 minutes of waiting time, they told us we can eat the whatever delivered. So we actually had double meals, for the price of one. But we're not encouraging all our viewers to try it. It happens once in a while. All right. Well, so it looks like, for Alice, Cheng, and myself, with experiences to share, basically in terms of expectations of the products, There's some not so good expectations, but some exceed expectations. What about Kalene, for yourself to share something what you think, basically in this part where we talk about, scams and all those things that we have to look out for?
I think, I've had my fair share of disappointment from expectations versus reality as well. But on a more pragmatic approach, I think, number one, when we do online shopping, we need to read the refund policy very carefully. I think it gives us more assurance, definitely, as consumers, to be assured that, there's refunds or returns that we can look forward to in case the items really turn out otherwise not meeting our expectations at all. Then of course, along the way during shopping, we do need to read the fine prints. Like for instance, if there are measurements that are provided for Alice's hilarious pajamas incident, right, then it will have been more helpful. Like she would have been more certain that it's adult size, is kid size rather than adult size. Yeah, then I think more importantly, as Vincent rightly pointed out earlier about the scams, right, there are actually a lot of ongoing scams that we need to be careful about. And I think scams are more and more prevalent in times where online shopping gets busier and busier. So to protect our seniors from scams, right, I think there have been instances where you have on hold shipments. Like if you're expecting a package, you actually receive phishing emails from maybe SingPost, DHL, reputable shipping courier companies, or even from the banks, saying that your shipment is on hold until you pay a certain fee. So these are actually very evident around, like scammers use all these kind of methods to try to fish out information from you. And we need to be vigilant in terms of noticing all these phishing emails that we may encounter. I think in all doubt, as long as we have any doubts or concerns, always go back to the merchant, because if it's a reputable, trusted merchant, usually they do have customer service who can attend to your requests or inquiries. And finally, I think if, in the unfortunate event that we are being scammed, we also need to be responsible and, maybe you can file a police report. You can actually also lodge a complaint to CASE, the Consumer Association of Singapore, so that I think we can safeguard the online shopping arena as a whole. Yeah.
Thank you, Kalene, for sharing all these advisories and for us to really to protect ourselves and to really, so that our online shopping experience will be enjoyable. Well, let me just ask, is there anything that as part of our online shopping habits that we may have that we have ordered and is awaiting to come? Well, I know for myself, in this particular dengue season, where we are in now, I've ordered a lot of mosquito coils and I'm still waiting for them to come. But there's definitely one thing I know that will be coming soon. It is reaching the end of this talk show. So Alice and Cheng, what is one thing you learned from today's session? Alice, please.
I think seniors should be equipped with the knowledge and the skill of online shopping. They have to move with time, and but they have to practice online with caution. Do not be shy to ask the younger generation for help whenever you need. Yeah.
Thanks, Alice, for sharing. What about Cheng? What about you?
Since I'm new to online shopping, so like what Alice and Kalene suggested, I will only shop online when I got somebody to guide me or some assurance that this is a good website, then I will do the shopping.
That's good advice, and that's good learning for all of us too, for our viewers out there too. Well, thank you for sharing. And to our audiences out there, we have a summary of today's talk show that will be displayed right after the session. If you have any comments, do visit our Facebook or Instagram page as well. Let us thank our regular or expert online shopper, Kalene. Friends of IGA, Alice and Cheng, for sharing their experience. And for all of you, our viewers, for joining us today. So from all of us here, stay safe from COVID and be safe shopping online. Bye.